Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where last episode we managed to yoink these guys away from Moria, and that is absolutely wonderful for us. Moria's probably pretty angry about it, to be honest, and we may want to consider improving opinion with them. Also, I want to check in on Keen Revolt. We're still not very interested in fighting them. I'm going to re-improve opinion of them, and that will be fine for now. So we're going to be building these. I've reissued the orders for the road movement here that were rudely broken, and they're mostly good to go. There's maybe a road here that I want, and we could have these guys actually come back and do exactly that, like so. But then beyond that, there's not that much else that needs to be done, although this crossing would, in theory, need to be done. So we can do that. Okay. And then these guys, they're going to be running up and doing that number. Sure. Okay. That looks reasonably good for now. So this is going to be the road setup. And assuming it doesn't get interrupted, which is maybe a bad assumption, but we're going to get as much road construction done up there as we can. Now, I want to check in on these mercs. They're recovering nicely, so they should be done fairly soon. At this moment, our income is coming up, which is fine. I would be interested in putting in an additional building slot here, so we're going to do that. That looks good. That was our free province investment, and we're not going to put in non-free province investments here, but for now that'll do. We definitely can get another library built in Candace, and I definitely do want to do that. So that'll be great. Another conscription camp in Barus as well sounds good. We'll be able to get a library here soon enough. Okay, let's just check through our buildings here. Trade winds? We're going to take the tax for right now. Okay, so that all looks fine for the moment. 12 of 12, 18 of 18. Of course, we want to come down over here. This is too disloyal at this point to build in, which isn't surprising. 13 of 13. We can build a library here. We'll definitely do that. Dongnai is too disloyal to build in, which isn't surprising. We do have a Zeal perk available. We'll grab Patronize Temples, which is actually going to get us an additional free province investment, which is very good. No construction to be done here, though. We're going to hop up here. No construction to be done here. We could build here, but it's too disloyal. That's fine. We are interested in definitely developing these two structures. So a mill here would be okay. I want to wait. We have to wait here. Do I want to wait for 1 month tick or 2 to get this mill queued? I think 2. Yeah, let's give this 1 more month tick, and then we'll get this done. It's very unlikely that we run out of gold in this amount of time, but it is, I think, theoretically possible. So we don't want that to happen. We're just going to give it 1 extra month tick, and that will be good. Okay, there we go. So that looks solid, and we're just going to continue to build our roads on through here. It is, of course, very useful to have roads built. Oh, this just got colonized down over here by our vassal. That's perfect. So we now control Shenli. That is going to convert up to 15 pops here to our culture and give 2 freemen in Tavoy. Wonderful. We've also got Tenasserim, and we gain 15 political influence from that. We've bypassed this, apparently, so that's fine. Into Burma, we're going to have dominant Dukunic religion over here. That's understood. It's going to be some time before this is all completed. It may or may not happen before the end of the game. We're going to want to integrate these guys, and that's going to take a while. I'm not sure if that will happen before the end of the game. But we're definitely going to get these roads built reasonably quickly, and that'll be fine. So that looks solid. The roads will be built soon enough, and we'll be able to move our troops around. Nobody else is really doing any significant road build. I mean, there's some roads out here in Moria, but these are kind of minor roads, really. Like, they just have a road along this river, pretty much. Interesting. Oh, hi, Roman Revolt. Well, that's exciting. Well, I wish them luck with that. There's a lack of food on one of our armies, and that's fine. I'm actually not too concerned about it. So we don't have any colonizable provinces right now. We do have an omen that we can call down. I'm going to go for provincial loyalty here. And that'll be reasonably fine. We do want some of these provinces, like this one, to be gaining loyalty. That would be a very good thing at this moment. So that sounds good. We've got our mills that just finished up construction over here. Oh, this is not currently automatic trading. Let's head into our administration here and check into our provinces. Automatic trade in any of these. Yeah, that looks good. We do have a military tradition to grab, and we're going to go for wrong traditions here. This is probably completely useless for us. Yeah, we're going to grab this. It's completely useless. I love it. So currently, there is a civil war brewing here, and this is Shumengsi. That's this guy. He was recently convinced, which means he's going to be a problem later as well. We could give him free hands. He is 71. We would... Oh, hello. We just had a new ruler come in. Okay, so that is noted. We do want to put someone in here. Yang Shi is probably fine for that role. Shumengsi is now at 32.6 still. Okay, so if we give free hands here, we would lose 10 approval from traditionalists. Noted. Okay. I think we should target someone else. Sishi. This guy. Oh, this granary was just raided. We can replace that stockpile. He'll gain loyalty from this. Do it. Okay, so he should no longer... Actually, he's still at 32 at this moment. Oh, this is a different Sishi. Okay, hang on. Which Sishi are we talking about? Yes, this one. We're going to persuade him, and that is going to solve that problem for the time being. Excellent. So we can see that these guys, they don't have much food. They have definitely been taking heavy attrition over here. That's understood. And these guys are going to run out of food eventually as well. Supply limits out over here are low. Okay, that's noted. For the time being, this is fine. They're going to get down to the point where their weight is low enough eventually, and they'll start building their food back up. But yeah, there's less than optimal conditions here for sure. So we just had this guy die of dysentery, and we need a new Karmika, which is probably going to end up being this lad. Cool. So these guys are going to run out of food eventually as well. That is all understood. We've got or rather a good chunk of our roads here. This does not appear to have been connected, which is interesting. We're able to connect in our territory like this, although it connects with a straight line. That's definitely interesting that it did not visually connect in our vassal territory here. Well, here it makes some amount of sense. It connected here. But here it just did not visually connect. So that's definitely interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. So we're down to 5.2k here, and they are no longer taking attrition here, so this is going to be where they're going to hold for the time being. We're definitely losing a lot of manpower to this. I don't really mind, though. This is absolutely fine for the moment. Okay. So we're going to continue to work on that, and we do have a character focus here. We're going to continue to go for zeal focus. I love this patronize temples because it just gives us a free province investment very often because we are a republic and constantly changing our ruler. So that's really nice. We're going to build a library here in Lemuri. In Barus, we can absolutely put in another conscription camp. In Panay, nothing to be done, and there won't be anything to be done. I'm wondering about another provincial investment here in Lemuri. Do it. That'll be okay. Anything up through here as we check into our cities. So yes, a tax office here sounds good. In Tenasserim, nothing going on. We have an unruly subject, huh? Okay, well, this isn't necessarily shocking that they're unruly. They don't like us very much. So that's the thing. We should probably improve opinion of them. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. That sounds fine. So this city down over here, still too disloyal, although it will get there eventually. And we're too disloyal to build over here. That's fine. And this is looking reasonably okay. We can certainly put in a library over this direction. This will be probably too disloyal. Yes, for sure. We can put in a tax office up here, though. And this city is not ready for anything. We could definitely put in a tax office here. And then this city should be too disloyal. Yes. These two are not too disloyal. We can certainly get a mill in one of them. And then in the other one, we're going to want to wait for at least 1 month tick. Each head of family will lose a holding and 10 loyalty. Do we care about approval from Democrats? Probably not. Last time I checked, we had no approval from Democrats. It is going up. We are actually a member of the Democrats. Okay. Approval is going up in all 3 categories at this moment. We're going to do this. It might cause us some problems. We've got 125 political influence, though, so it should be reasonably okay. Not actually major issues there right now. Cool. We've got good senatorial support. I like it. Let's get a mill queued up over here, and we're basically out of cash for right now, so we're just waiting for these guys to continue their construction. Yeah, this is all absolutely expected. So he's going to come back over here. I'm wondering if there's a connection here. I don't think so, but that's not the end of the world if there isn't. We can definitely just go over there and do that. So we had a civic advance, and that, of course, means that we can go into... Well, we could do a civic advance. We could do an oratory. These are definitely interesting options. So that's diplomatic range there. What I'm really interested in at this point is, like, provincial loyalty. So that basically means pop happiness and things like reduced governorship, right? So that would definitely be interesting. Freeman happiness is potentially something that we want to do. Are there any other provincial loyalties? Provincial loyalty. Did I spell that right? Yes. Okay, so we can see that this one is highlighted, and we'll just go through this and check to see, are there any others in, like, oratory here? I don't see any glowing ones. In here, we've got petition of minorities. We've already got it, though. And in martial advances, no. So we have all the provincial loyalty that we're going to get, which basically means that we want to go for happiness. So this is slave output. This is freeman output. We would want to go for, like, cultural judiciary. An integrated culture happiness would be pretty good. So tribesman output into tribesman output is mediocre. No doubt about that. Yeah, that's quite mediocre. But that unintegrated culture happiness would be quite good. Is there anything out over this way that we'd want to go with? Population happiness 1% across the board. Logistics Bureau into, say, Pythagorean mathematics into Father of Geometry could work there. Potentially. Although we could just take pedagogy and get additional pop cap. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, so that sounds good. We're going to, of course, continue our road construction. So this is definitely building a road. Yeah, that connected there. That's interesting. So why did this not visually connect here? I wonder if that's just a little visual bug, or if these are actually not connected. Well, we just finished sanctioning cults down here in Lemury. So let's get ourselves another pair of libraries going here. I'm going to give it until the month tick to get the next one queued. Okay, there we go. So that'll be fine. I want to check in on our setup here. Okay. I also want to check in up over this direction to see if we ever got those citizen buildings put in. We got 2 put in here. Okay. We're going to have a cap of 83. We're currently at 83.05. That doesn't seem right. We're below cap here. Okay. So we're currently at 70 here. We need 2 buildings to go into here. So that basically means that we should do religious endowments. Compensate the owners? I mean, that would put us negative in our cash. I think there will be no handouts. The slaves are going to be upset, but it's sad. Who's angry? So, Shumengsi. That is this lad. And that's okay. We can't persuade him because he's deceitful. But we can give him free hands. He's 72, so he's not going to last forever. We would lose approval from traditionalists. Our traditionalist approval is going up, and it's nearly maxed. So that's maybe not the worst thing right now. Let's do it. That'll be okay. So that solves that problem. Now, I did want to get these citizen districts going here. And I was thinking about actually spending the religious endowments here. And I'm going to do that. Do we want to do the same thing here? Well, we can only do 1 investment at a time. So that's fine for right now. I think we're probably going to wait on the free provincial investment from this guy's character focus. Yeah, we haven't gotten this one yet. So he'll have that soon enough. 2 per month? Yeah, he'll have that soon enough. So that seems okay. There are no colonizable provinces at the moment. That's not necessarily shocking. These are the only provinces that would be colonizable. And that's completely okay. Now, we may want to build some roads up over here, but for the time being, I don't think we're too concerned about it, really. Yeah, I don't think we are. For right now, we're just going to continue to build these roads. The roads are coming together nicely. And I do want to make sure that we have these connected over here. That would be for the best. It's weird that the crossing is here, but the road connects here. There might just be some visual bugs with roads. Is there any way to see in here that there's a road connection? I don't know that there is. Okay. Well, we've still got a fair amount of road to build. These guys are going to be done over here fairly soon. And I would like, when they're done, for them to come up over here and make sure that there's a road right there. Okay, cults have been sanctioned in Funan. Let's head down over to Funan. That's, of course, down over here. And I want to build a citizen district here. Okay, we can build a 3rd citizen district here. That's perfect. We're going to do exactly that. So that looks solid. We're going to need 1 more citizen district here. So maybe we do a religious endowment. Or maybe we just wait on our character focus. We're probably just going to wait on the character focus. Yeah, we're over halfway to it. So let's see here. It's going to be like 15 months until we get that. That should be reasonably fine. I'm not too concerned about that one. Cool. So we're just making our way through here. We have the majority of our road construction done. We're actually going to be getting this completed fairly soon, so we don't necessarily need to do that, but we'll just leave this as it is. We are going to build a road from here to here on this path, which seems okay. But we're getting close to done with our road construction. That looks good. We're at 503 gold. I would like to come through and do another round of building expenditures. So a conscription camp can go in right over here. In Panay, there's nothing that we can put in, which isn't shocking. In both of these locations, they are fine. We can definitely get a tax office here. In Tenasserim, we're looking okay. I would love to put more buildings in there, but, you know, here we are. Cool. So, once again, we have some loyalty issues in these areas. This is not at all surprising. 12 of 12 here. Probably a loyalty issue here. Who is this guy? Just wait a little longer. He's 72. I'm sure he'll die before anything happens. So, at this point, we definitely want to continue to work on Longbien, and we'll build a mill here. Also, here we'll build a mill. We're going to want slave traders here as well. So, we can queue 1 there, and then we're going to wait probably 2 month ticks before we get another slave trader built here. Yeah. It's going to be at least 2 month ticks. We'll see how it goes with the road construction here. These guys are very nearly done. When they are done, I want them to come down and just make absolutely certain that there's a connection here. It almost looks like it wanted to have a road there, but... Or maybe these? I'm not sure what that's indicating. They go away when we zoom in. These, like, lines here. So that's a thing. Regardless, we're very close to done at this point. These guys are just heading down here to make sure that this is roaded up. And then once they're there, I suppose we could connect down this way. Like so. That would be reasonably fine. So let's do that. And then these guys are just heading up over here to connect there. They are almost done as well. Perfect. So they're now completed. And at this point, I don't think there's any other roads that I want them to build in this area. I'm going to take them off of road build, and we're going to start moving them all the way out over here. That's going to take them a while to get there. That's understood. So we're making our way down over this way. We're on road, so we're not going to be slowed down that much here. Yeah, this is definitely on road out over here. There was no slowdown there. We'll smoothly talk him out of these fleeting ambitions. We're silver-tongued, so that works out very well. So we're going to build a road here, and then that will be the end of our road build in our new vassal. So that looks good. We're going to be moving out to attack Keelan next. That's definitely going to be our next move. So that looks good. Now, we do have a bunch of disloyal provinces. That's understood, and is reasonably fine. We'll build a couple of slave traders over here. The Zwo Civil War has ended. That seems okay. And we'll just build more slave traders in these slave cities. A minor addendum, huh? 6 stability for 10 political influence I don't feel like is currently necessary, so we're not going to go for that at this moment. But things are looking pretty okay for us. We're in a decent spot as of right now. I kind of want these guys to stop and resupply here. We're going to want to build up this food. So that's definitely going to be a thing. And then resupplying here is probably okay as well. We'll take these off of road build as well. Perfect. So they're just going to resupply for a bit here. We want to let their food capacity build back up. And then these guys are going to be doing the same thing over here. So their food supply is building up right now. Can we not build up food supply? Oh, this guy's disloyal right now. He's going the right direction, but he is disloyal. We can't persuade him because he's deceitful. We can't give him free hands because he holds no office. So our only real option then, yeah, disloyalty inspired. Our only real option is to make friends with him and wait for his disloyalty to come back up. Okay. That seems fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but it seems fine. Everyone does indeed like gold. We'll give him 250. Cool. So he is 60 years old at this point, and there's not a lot that we can do about him other than just wait for that disloyalty to go away. So, I mean, there's that. He is heading in approximately the correct direction right now, and these guys are currently building their food capacity back up. A group of senators have asked him to represent their interests. The dire state of the senatorial chamber. You mean the one where we have 70% support? That Senate chamber? Okay. Do we want to pay them off or lose some oligarch support? Honestly, there are only 6 oligarchs. We're going to ignore their whining. This is fine. Okay. Only a tiger is sure to win him over. Now, I'm going to have these guys start heading out over this way. Supply limit of 32 in that city is not great, but we're going to head there anyway. Okay, so I do want this guy's opinion to come up. His power base is definitely a lot. He's become the head of the Wen family, which isn't necessarily surprising. He is himself an oligarch, and he's the party leader of the oligarchs. However, we became friends with him. So now he is officially loyal again. And we're going to have him head out over here. Perfect. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to deal with this civil war here. It's only this guy? It's only this guy. I don't feel like that's actually enough power base to do the civil war. We'll see what happens after a game restart. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kintogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.